here. It says, now when they drew near Jerusalem and came to Bethphage at the Mount of Olives, then Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, go into the village opposite you, and immediately you'll find a donkey tied and its colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, you shall say, the Lord has need of them, and immediately he will send them. All of this was done so that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, tell the daughters of Zion, behold, your king is coming to you lowly, sitting on a donkey, a colt with her foal of a donkey. So the disciples went as Jesus did command them, and brought the donkey and the colt, and laid their clothes on them, and set him on them. And a great multitude spread their clothing in the road. Others cut down branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then the multitude who went before them, who followed and cried, saying, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And when he had come into Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, who is this? So the multitude said, this is Jesus, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee. So we know this is Palm Sunday. And so during what we call Holy Week, this is the beginning of it. In that week, Jesus is going to curse the fig tree. He's going to do a second temple cleansing. He's going to rebuke and reject and judge Israel, Jerusalem, the temple, the religious leaders, and their followers. He's going to teach about his second coming in Matthew 23, 24, and 25. He's going to have the upper room discourse, which is the Last Supper, in John chapter 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And so it's an action-packed week, along with the arrest and the false trials and the crucifixion and the resurrection. So that's Holy Week, from Palm Sunday to Resurrection Sunday. So here what's interesting is when Jesus came in, what provoked the crowd to say, Hosanna, Son of David? You come in the name of the Lord. What provoked them to do that? They were looking, actually the crowd was looking for a king to bring an insurrection against the Romans. I mean, that was their thinking. In that same Holy Week, Pilate gave them an option. Do you want Jesus, the guy that loves everybody, or do you want Jesus Barabbas, the insurrectionist, the violent man? So the religious leaders had, right after this event, had their temple torn apart, and Jesus cursed them, rebuked them for merchandising in the temple. He cursed the fig tree. He had 4 or 5 other parables that pointed out why they were being rejected. He actually told them, the kingdom of heaven is being taken from you. So they were squarely against him. So when it came time, they riled the crowd against Jesus for Barabbas, somebody that was a sinner. But inadvertently, they were doing God's will, if you will. So when Jesus rolled in, usually a conquering king rides in on a horse. He chose to ride in not only on a donkey, but its donkey's offspring. I've never figured out the revelation to that. I didn't have time to look into it. But there was 2 donkeys there, the mother donkey and her offspring. And so he rode in, and they were putting palm leaves in their clothing in the road. They were glorifying him and lifting him up. And little less than a week later, they were saying, crucify him, kill him. Give us Barabbas, the insurrectionist. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless you. Have a great day. Please share, follow, like this message, and then also make a comment. And then also what you can do is you can join us. If you've joined us on your journey to know God and his word, and we're feeding you spiritually, you should join with us financially. Become a partner. $10 is the minimum. You can do that. Everybody can pretty much do that. And if you can't, don't. But we're praying for 400 $25 a month or more donors to build a foundation in our ministry. You can give 25, 50, 100. You can give what you want to give or what the Holy Spirit tells you to give. But join us in some capacity of partnering. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.